Minnesota Vikings at home Week 10 with a whole new outlook on the rest of the season.
First down would win it. McCarthy throwing it. Nailed it! Oh, he caught it!
Oh yeah, big fella, that's it. That's how you lead your team to victory.
They host the Baltimore Ravens, who feel the exact same way. The flock's been singing Herbs and Peaches all week long, too.
Off the fake, deep drop, looks around, fires over the middle. Touchdown, Rashad Bateman.
If your team wears purple, you were humming it at least. Reunited, and it felt so good. Lamar Jackson behind the mic last week. Haven't seen a reunion click so smoothly since Tom DeLonge got back there with blank. It was like Lamar was never gone. Casually went 18 for 23 versus Miami. 4 TDs, ho-hum 143 rate.
Pass is caught by Andrews for another touchdown. Gone for a month, he's back in full flower.
Lamar leads the NFL with a 136 rating, 14 touchdowns stacked against one lonely pick. Offense put up 28 points. It's been good for 28-plus points 2 in a row to bring their season average close to typical Jackson levels.
Lamar under pressure, wide open again, this time to number 88, Charlie Kolar for the touchdown.
Okay, well, across the way, it was J.J. McCarthy making his return from injury, too. Didn't burst back onto the scene, but that dime to Jalen Naylor was a real beaut, Clark. Walked out with a couple touchdowns in his first action since Week 2.
McCarthy looking, throwing, caught! Touchdown, Hawkinson!
Minnesota's offense racked up 27 points, which they've done in 2 of McCarthy's 3 starts.
Thinking about running, gonna try for it. McCarthy in! Touchdown, Minnesota!
They hadn't cracked 23 points the 4 games prior to last week, but it should be noted McCarthy only threw for 143 yards in their win. In his 3 games, 143 yards twice, 158 in the other, just 5.7 yards per attempt versus Detroit, 1 pick, a low 80s rate, and he took 5 sacks on 25 pass attempts.
These Vikings quarterbacks have been dealing with pressure all season long.
Ravens pass rush racked up Tua twice last week. Only 11 sacks for the year, though, hasn't been a strength, which is why they traded for Draymond Jones, has 4.5 sacks on the season. Coincidentally, all coming in his last 4 games, 1+ in 4 straight, so he's on fire coming into this one.
Draymond Jones, Shrek for Halloween.
But the once battered Baltimore D is trending in the right direction as it gets healthier, have held their last 3 opponents under 18 points after holding Miami to 6, 2 for 12 on 3rd down, 0 for 3 in the red zone.
The Ravens are saying they got a turnover. Looks like they did.
They do.
That was the rookie, Buchanan, who knocked that out.
McCarthy drawing a secondary that hasn't been dinged by a quarterback in 3 straight. Kyle Hamilton back to his old self, playing the Haymon role to perfection. They held Tagovailoa to a 70 rate, no touchdowns, picked him off.
To a deep downfield, and it's going to be intercepted.
From blitzing linebacker to every corner spot and every safety spot on the field, Hamilton had like 7 jobs a game, man. So you could see him line up across from TJ Hawkinson. He caught a touchdown versus the Lions, only 11 yards. Jordan Addison, who led them with 48 yards.
Zips one downfield. It is caught! Addison came back to get it.
Or he could be in front of Jetta. Justin Jefferson helped produce a Jimmy Walker special versus Detroit. Danced, collected 47 yards.
McCarthy zips it to Jefferson, who makes the catch, falls down. Gets up, adds a few more.
Aaron Jones, 20 receiving yards, revved it up as a runner for the first time this season. 78 yards on 9 tries for a fat 8.7 a run.
Give it to Aaron Jones. Got a big seam up the middle, and Jones all the way to midfield.
Ravens front hasn't excelled against the run. 4.6 yards per carry allowed to running backs after giving up 67 yards on 4.8 a run to Devon Achane.
And the ball left here. Big hole and exploited here by Achane.
Stopping the run, a bigger concern for the Vikings defense in all likelihood. Lamar didn't use his legs for much versus the Finns, baby steps. And when you have Derrick Henry heating up, you can afford to take her easy. Henry, 119 on the ground, 6.3 a carry, his second 100-plus yard outing in his last 3.
Giving it to Henry. Henry around the corner. Henry off to the races. Henry gets tackled at about the...
Minnesota just faced Sonic and Knuckles, gave him the Jim Carrey treatment, faced 20 David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs rush attempts, 65 yards, held him to 3.3 per attempt.
Gibbs, he's taken down immediately by Javon Hargrave.
Their Week 9 play versus the run, better than their 2025 play versus the run. The secondary Lamar takes on gave up 2 TDs to Jared Goff, no picks, a rating allowed of 108.
Throwing for Jameson Williams. He's got it! Diving to the end zone is the end!
Haven't played passing games great in 2025, so their play versus Goff fit their body of work. They gave up 24 points to Detroit. That's not horrible, but not in the great range. And they've given up 24-plus points in 4 of their last 5.
Still on his feet and dragging Vikings goal in the end zone. Touchdown!
They also held Detroit to 5 for 17 on 3rd down, 1 for 3 in the red zone. That pass rush of theirs, tilting things in key moments all game long. They got to Goff 5 times. Javon Hargrave 1 bag. Eric Wilson blitzed his way to 2. They hit Goff a healthy 11 times.
3rd and 6. Pressure again. Goff is swallowed up whole.
Minnesota with the 2nd highest blitz rate in the NFL this year. Lamar, 9 TDs against 5-plus pass rushers, only 1 pick, a league-high 136 rate, so buyer beware.
Lamar Jackson, his eyes must have lit up.
Minnesota's DBs gave up 66 yards and a TD to Jameson Williams last week, 97 yards, 9 catches to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Ravens' air game is a Flowers and Company arrangement. Zay, the one constant, 64 receiving yards last week, 63 to 74 in 4 of his last 5.
Making the grab, cutting inside, tackled to the 10-yard line, Zay Flowers.
Rashad Bateman, 2 catches, 13 yards, a touchdown versus the Dolphins. He's been under 25 yards 6 of 8 games. Ravens also gave up 97 yards and a touchdown to tight end Sam Laporta. Lamar leaned into his tight ends versus Miami. Charlie Kolar, 2 catches, 23 yards and a TD. Mark Andrews with a pair of paint jobs. Isaiah Likely, second behind Flowers with 60 yards.
Lamar gets away. Lamar throws, finds wide open Isaiah Likely.
4-3, flock up on Purple People Eaters. That's it. Just 7 games featuring the two. First meeting was a pretty good one, too.
At Baltimore, the special teams generated valuable points as David Palmer became the first Viking to return a kickoff or a touchdown in 10 years.
Palmer breaks into the clear at the 40, the 45, the 50, the 45. Palmer, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Vikings.
Gary Anderson added 6 field goals, in the process breaking the consecutive field goal mark of 31. By year's end, he would extend his streak to 40, capping off a season for the ages.